Okay, people, it's Sunday. Another Sunday's upon us. Thought I'd give a little review of the 30 long. It's going pretty good. Everything's growing nicely. Um, have a few issues with some of the inhabitants. The shrimp seem to be just reproducing. Like I don't know if they're ever gonna stop or what. But when I first got them, it was about maybe 6 or 12 of them, I think. And now it's probably, I don't know, at least doubled or tripled that size. They usually hang out in here. This little moss thing, there's one right there at the bottom. But the babies are in there. The babies all the time. I see them poking out. They're pretty small, so they don't really want to, go around the tank a lot. But yeah, it's a nice little hideout spot they got there. So they spawn in there all the time. Then we got some that hang out in here. Yeah, I've let this plant kind of grow out of control. Has a couple flowers at the top. Can't really see them. When they open, they're yellow inside. Pretty sweet. Got a little bit of duckweed. Nice little agitation going there with the water flow. Only problem I have with two other fish are the plecos and their complete disregard for any other plants. They pretty much trample and do whatever they feel like in here. I pretty much leave them alone. I think they'll be okay right now. They're pretty small. There's one right down there underneath that Tetris. I have two of them. They're pretty small right now. But they pretty much tear up all the plants. This one in particularly. I dropped their food right here in the corner here so they can eat over here, but they still seem to push it around and get it in the plants and trample all the plants. So anyway, these pygmy chain swords are going pretty good. They got runners all over the place. There's runners in the back there that's about to run along the back wall. I gotta get that out of there and put it in the front here, right along this front path right here. There's another runner coming out right there, as you can see, on top of this dwarf. I think this is sage that never really came in. There's some more sage back there. Then I got this banana plant on stilts, using its roots as stilts pretty much. Got another baby banana leaf about to come out. Hopefully it'll go up, 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 and away and make a little lily pad. That's what I'm trying to do with those. Got another one over here who's doing the same thing, setting up another little guy in the middle there. It's about to go up to the top, hopefully. Hope might not, who knows. The thing about these plants is once they get established, they figure out what they can do, you know what I mean? So once they figure that out, they'll pretty much take off. Like this Amazon sword, when I first put them in here, the leaves were pretty short. There was none of them were coming up to the top of the water. Now that it's been in here for about maybe, I don't know, 2 months, maybe more, the leaves are out of the water, as you can see. And those are just the new leaves that's coming in now, because it knows that it has enough nutrients to support those leaves, and things of that nature. There are new leaves coming in every week, every single week, out of mostly all the plants. This big mama sword over here has a runner. I clipped off one of the other runners and put it in my 10-gallon, which I'll show you in a minute. There's another new leaf at the bottom there that's coming in. You see it right there, right next to that long one. But I'm gonna have to trim these over here. It's pretty much out of control. There's two different types of plants here. Oh crap! What are the names of these guys? It's the Hydrochich hataniflora. I can't hardly pronounce these guys. And I got a Kabamba Carolinian. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But as you can see, when I planted them with the lead strips on them, and it's been here for almost a month now, a month and a half. I don't know what happened, but it snapped off, or the planted in too aggressively maybe. But the plant itself grows without it being in the substrate. You know, it's been growing and growing without it. It sends off roots, and I guess it gets its nutrients from the water table, and that's that. As you can see though, there are new ones coming out of the substrate. You know, out of nowhere. I don't know how. It's pretty amazing to me how it got like that, since there's no other stem for it to come off of that I see. You know, and this is new growth right there. Let me see, right there. That bright green is off of the stem. So that's like another plant right there. I can cut off and put them somewhere else in another tank. That's the beauty of these plant hobbies. You can take what you have in one tank and create a whole new aquascape in another one. So what I'm gonna do with this water wisteria is pretty much maybe cut off all the old PetSmart old leaves at the bottom there, stuff that grows out of the water, those broad leaves at the bottom. Cut that off and cut off the tops, and maybe pull them out and just plant the tops. I don't know, let me know what you think, but I gotta get that runner from the Pygmy Chainswords out of there and put it in the front before it starts. Okay, so this is my 10 gallon. Sorry about the interruption in the last video, but my memory was out, so I ran out of memory, so I had to erase some things. But this is my 10 gallon with the mollies in it. I got about 5 mollies in here. I'm hoping that they will spawn. This black one is the oldest one. I've had them for maybe, I don't know, 3-4 years now. I think this is she, because I had babies before. I'm not sure though. Let's find out, hopefully, eventually. This is one of the runners off of that baby mama Amazon sword for my 30 gallon long. These are the clippings that I've clipped already from there a while ago. They're already growing out of control. I had more clippings in here, but I moved them. This sand, I really love the white sand. It just looks pretty sweet and clean. I gotta clean off this tank though, because there's algae, as you can see, growing. There's some right here, a little line of it. I wiped around it. I just missed this little line of it. And then I got some down here at the bottom too, which you can't really see once I get really close. Yeah, that's like hair algae, green hair algae. That's like blowing in the way in the current. But yeah, these are all clippings that I've clipped, and they continue to grow. When you clip these plants though, they don't grow straight anymore. They grow runners all alongside the main stem. So instead of just one plant going straight up, you have one plant with like 3 different plants going up, and one plant with one plant going out of just different directions everywhere. So it's a pretty sweet plant. And like I said, it flowers once it gets to the top of the water, so that's what it's trying to do. Alright, that's the 10 gallon. Talk to you soon.